Oh, we are freaking live for Vikings Horned Up. It has been a minute. It has been
a little bit. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
It's been a bit, but we got some familiar faces in the house. Davey Nitzberg, Harmsy, T-Bass, who is butt-ass nude, which we appreciate that. Chris O is in the house, FW Ender. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, some pals here joining us this last Thursday of May. And Vikings OTAs this week. There was actually some real Vikings news going on.
We got plenty to talk about. We'll have a little fun tonight. We'll see if more than 10 people show up. It's pretty much the Lupagus grandparents type of year. It's dead. It's dead.
Jeez. Well, it could be the same. Could be said about yours as well. At least mine loved me.
Did they? You don't know that for sure.
Yes, they did.
They're good actors. Matamina, what's going on? Harmsy, what is up? Purple Sam Squatch.
And guys, get yourself some Brew Pub pizza if you have not yet done that. It's almost the weekend. Stock up that freezer, that fridge. Best damn frozen pizza you can get. And just a variety of delicious flavors too.
Yeah, very excited. Brew Pub will be with us all next season. So get used to us eating some delicious, delicious frozen pizza.
And we are searching for other sponsors. So if you happen to be a large company watching, please hit us up.
Or maybe, you know what, you're just some single dude and you want it to be like, hey, this is the Rob E show. Brought to you by Rob E. We appreciate that. This is brought to you by BK. Brought to you by T-Bass.
We have shame
we're always
here.
Looking for a couple new sponsors.
No shame at the One Barn Lupagus show. Ashley just checked in. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing?
Ashley, what is shaking? Chris, let's go. Welcome my baby girl Hadley to the Vikings. 9 days
congrats,
old.
Chris. Well done.
Chris, cheers to you, buddy. Cheers to you. Cheers to Hadley. Well done. Davey, did you catch anything? I don't know. I didn't see the previous comment, but I'm guessing Davey has caught many things in his life.
A lot of crabs.
Belt, mostly on the ding dong.
Right? On the old shaft. Chris is on the wheel.
Chris,
good to trivia. And I'm going to say it right now. I think you're going to hate my category I came up with.
For trivia?
Yeah, you've been mad before at trivia. This might be the worst one.
Depends. I mean, there's different reasons not to like it. Just like the level. The last time I hated it was so effing hard. If the topic, not a thing. He's never been to the doctor ever.
Lost 3 lures. I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
No, I think he was fishing. Yeah. Anyways, we'll give her another minute or two, but plenty of Vikings news to talk about and tidbits, kibbles and bits and bits.
Being the bearer of bad news again.
You know what, Nitzberg? Take that Debbie Downer shit, shove it up your ass, because this is, you know what? It's over. It's over. We're on to the Vikings now, baby. Vikings are the next man up. Bowman.
Look what Chris did. Look what Chris did.
Oh, Skull Mafia.
Skull, buddy.
Pow! Just blows his load instantly. Mafia. Let's
go. Skull Mafia show. Maybe it's the Skull Mafia show now.
This is currently the Skull Mafia show. Oh, shit.
Brought to you by Brew Pop, lots and lots, of course.
Yeah, we're going to keep being every other week until probably late July.
Yeah. You know, you got to have stuff to talk about. It'll
be late July before you know it.
I know. It's so sad.
Norpheus. And then it's game on. Training camp. Gonna be going down for that. Have to hopefully meet up with a lot of you guys down there again. Look
at Davey confirming he's clean as a whistle down below the belt.
Yeah, he's for how against it he is. I think it might be the opposite. He's really. T-Bass, we'll do what we can. We'll try to make it happen.
It was there for a while.
There is on their website a finder. There's an app, I believe, where you can find the store. So maybe it's there. But let's do this. Let's talk some Vikings.
Yeah, let's jump into the news right off the bat. And some of this I covered the other day, but some of it is newer.
Boss man.
The entire team was in attendance for OTAs. KOC came out and said that. And I actually like this. To me, it seems like it's just kind of rare where the whole team, even the injured guys were there. No one's holding out. With all the new faces, all the new starters, I think building the chemistry early and having everybody show up is actually pretty huge. And I don't think you can just poo-poo this one away.
it's good. It's a nice kumbaya moment. Everybody's coming together. Purple Sam Squatch. July is fast approaching. Yeah, it's obviously better than the other. You got Stephon Diggs out on a boat. You got these other teams of players that are just not there.
Trey Anderson holding out in Cincinnati.
Justin Jefferson is there. I mean, it's just nice to see. Good to see. I'm not putting too much into it.
It speaks to the culture. It speaks to what KOC has built. And again, to get the chemistry going with so many new faces, I think that's huge. So I love it. I think this is, I mean, you don't have to show up if you're injured. And, you know, Will Fries is out there doing stuff. And it was great. It's great.
To be fair, I don't know if Will Fries has really much else to do. I'm glad they're there. I just hope that I'll care much more when they're playing their nuts off in September.
Well, speaking of Will Fries, Kevin O'Connell said, guard Will Fries, the tibia fracture will more than likely be ready for training camp. Went on to say there's still a chance we can see him in some bits and pieces over the next 2 weeks, but he's in a good spot. More than likely be ready for training camp. How does that make you feel that our huge free agent signing is more than likely ready?
I mean, we had to expect it. There's not a big surprise here. So, yeah. I mean,
makes me nervous.
It's better than him saying, like, you know, we'll
nervous.
see. It's better than saying, yeah, we'll see if he's. I'm not concerned. They're not stupid. They're not signing this guy unless they absolutely know he's ready. Like, they didn't. I mean, they had fingers up his butt. They had everything going on to make sure he was ready before you shell out that type of money. He will be ready. This isn't a starting on IR type of thing. He's going to be there. Zero concern, zero worries. He is going to be putting guys in the fucking dirt.
Oh, I mean, we're already concerned about Christian Darrisaw. I don't need to be concerned about Will Fries as well, but I am. I am.
Because you're a pussy.
I've seen it too many times where you think guy's fine and all of a sudden they're not practicing.
This is different.
They're not quite.
This is different.
I don't know if it is different. I don't know.
You don't shell out that much money unless you
he's
know
not
exactly where he's at and that he will be ready for training camp.
I'm just saying one little slight setback can turn this whole thing on its head if he's already like not quite ready and there's question.
It's a broken bone. If this was a ligament, if this was something else, this is so cut and dry. He will be there.
You're not a doctor.
It's just
you did know how many fingers to stick up a butt though, so I was pretty impressed.
I didn't say how many.
You said, didn't you say 2 fingers?
Really? I'd go for 4. Make sure everything's right. You don't know if everything's right unless you go 4.
All right. JJ McCarthy said a lot on the podium the other day, but he did say he feels bigger, faster, and stronger since his injury. I don't know about you, but man, seeing him out there moving around just gets my parts tingling.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to see him last year, so any little bits and pieces, we're all talking. One bar, stop talking with your hands. Hey, Nitzberg, beat it. I'm gonna keep doing this. Yeah, it's beautiful to see. He's our hope. He's our hope, man. Let's see what we got going on. I'm gonna really keep doing this. No, it looked good. He looked good. Handing the ball off to Aaron Jones. Like, just seeing this little shit that means absolutely nothing gets you excited.
Throwing to Jordan Addison, but like that's what made last year so exciting. Like any glimpse of JJ McCarthy you got, and we got that taken away from us, and now we get it again. Year 2, a fresh start. So yeah, everything we get, every nugget is going to be just absolutely tantalizing with JJ McCarthy. And it's going to make the season twice as fun as it normally would be.
Man, watching this dude talk in the interviews, I mean, it seems like he's been in the league for 10 years. I mean, he can talk. He can talk however he wants. He needs to back it up on the field. He needs to play his ass off. But like, it's just the confidence is just coming out as nuts.
I love it. Speaking of coming out their nuts, Caleb Williams addressed the rumors about wanting to be a Viking at the press conference. He kind of said, "Yeah, I went there to visit. Then I went to the Bears. Whatever." I love the fact that this was even brought up at his press conference, which means it is a thing in Chicago. It is a talker. It means the Vikings are already in Caleb Williams' head, and this is something that can linger and be an issue.
Thank you, Matamidai. Let one bar be one bar. I will be me. You will be you. God, that should be on a shirt.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That was beautiful.
Well said, Matamidai. You know what? Caleb Williams came out. He had like 2 weeks to get his PR person to write the most perfect thing
and rehearse it.
Yeah, so he can take what he said, and Bears fans can be like, "Oh, thank God! Oh, that's why." Bullshit. He wanted to be a Viking. He'll dream of being a Viking, and it just didn't happen. So Bears fans just know that he wanted to be here. He wanted to be here. He doesn't want to be a Bear.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's there. It's going to be an issue. We know his true intentions and his true desires.
True color shining.
Cyndi Lauper or the original Phil Collins version?
Cyndi Lauper, unfortunately.
Oh, well, or maybe it was Genesis. I'm
Don't
not sure.
be afraid.
On that one, someone confirmed. Was it Genesis who did the original one? Ben Gosling said a reunion between Jalen Ramsey and Kevin O'Connell is possible if the Finns decide to move on from him. What do you think, Jalen Ramsey and the Vikings?
Here's the part I get a little confused on is like Kevin O'Connell was what? He was the
defensive coordinator.
Yeah, but like, did they really have much of a connection? Like, this reuniting? It's like, did Jalen Ramsey even know who Kevin O'Connell was?
Well, I'm sure he knows him.
I'm just saying, it's like, it's not like it's like a Brian Flores was with the Rams. So you can connect any dot in the NFL. You can any team. I'm sure we have other players or coaches, players, whatever that has been with Jalen Ramsey. It just seems like a weird connection. I don't put much into that. I just put much more into the need and the fact that he's probably not going to cost much.
Well, I actually, what I got from this was the way he worded it. It made him sound like they might release him. And if that's the case, I'm all over that shit.
Yeah, it might be a post-June 1 cut.
And I would even be, game for the, round or a pick, round 4 pick that could become a 3. Like for Jalen Ramsey, that's nothing to give up.
No, I mean, it's kind of like a higher version of like Stephon Gilmore when we signed him. He was not the Gilmore of past, and Jalen Ramsey isn't the guy he used to be. I mean, he's a lot more better than Gilmore, don't get me wrong, but he would come in and be a huge impact for this. I don't see it happening. The Vikings, I mean, they got a little bit of money to spend. I don't know how that would work when it comes down to the cashish part.
I think it might. I mean, I think it could happen. I think the Vikings are going to get a good long look at who they have and how they feel and figure that thing out. I mean, it was Mekhi Blackman. I didn't see any reports. Is he doing full workouts? Is he a full go, or is he still like Will Fries and will more than likely be ready for camp?
I want to work for Microsoft. The fact doesn't make me a bad employee.
Oh, he's saying Caleb Williams thing.
Oh God, I'm like, what the T-Bass? T-Bass, I would say it would make you a bad employee if a book came out and somebody showed your coworker or your boss that you don't want to work there. That would be bad. So I think that's kind of the thing.
That would
make you a very bad employee.
Oh, we got Nax here. Knack, how you doing, buddy? We got a couple more nuggets here. So the Vikings had a starting offensive line with the injuries. Left tackle was Justin School. Left guard was Donovan Jackson. Center was Ryan Kelly. Right guard was Blake Brandel. And right tackle was Brian O'Neill with Christian Darrisaw and Fries on the shelf. So what are you going to take from the O-line they put out there with the ones, 1 bar?
Where was Donovan Jackson?
Left guard.
Who's the right guard?
Blake Brandel.
Oh. I'm not putting anything into it. I'm not putting anything in the OTAs. 0.
Well, here's a couple things here. Number one, Brandel was left last year, correct? And they put him over on the right side. It's a little bit interesting. And the fact that they're just going Donovan Jackson left guard, not even messing with that at all, and like moving Brandel to the right side just verifies that Donovan Jackson will be the starting left guard this year. Yeah,
I mean, they're pretty much just walking around. They're pretty just throwing dudes out there. I mean, if week 1 comes out and Darrisaw ain't ready to go, I think we all think it'll be Justin School anyways. Mm-hmm. Blake Brandel ain't going to see the field unless like 3 people get hit by a bus.
Travis Bolton says Skull.
Travis Bolton. Good to see you. Born gifted. Good shirt.
Good looking fella right there.
Welcome, Travis.
The Travis Bolton.
I won't mess with that guy.
Travis, I don't know if you're a member yet, but you can become a member of the channel if you wish.
Yes, you can.
Let's get a member tonight. Let's do it.
Let's get a member. Let's go, baby. I put the link up, but I'm too damn lazy.
I like it. I like your style.
Right, I'll do it.
We got one more nugget of news. JJ McCarthy, apparently this is what he does. He watches film from OTAs twice after practice concludes. First, he scans through it during the post-practice treatment sessions, and later in the night, he dissects them more intensely, and then the next morning, he meets with the coaches to reinforce the opportunity for learning. So JJ McCarthy, you mentioned earlier, like does everything right. This dude is a bookworm when it comes to learning the offense and studying, and I love his work ethic. I mean, it's amazing.
There's no concerns there. I mean, there's no concerns. It's time to show it on the field, and that's what it will all come down to. There's been great third stringers that are bookworms that are constantly watching tape. It's just he's got to do it on the field. It's wonderful not to have to worry about anything off the field because we've had players like that. There's plenty of players in the NFL where you're like, what's this dude doing? He's a moron. You don't have to worry about that. But there's also guys that don't give a shit and also play their ass off on the field. So
he's not Jamarcus Russell, who pretended to watch a videotape and never did. Because wasn't it like blank?
Yeah, I mean, Johnny Manziel had 0 time on his iPad. There's plenty of horror stories. There's no horror stories with him, but
he's got to show it. He's got to show it. He's doing everything else the right way. He just got to show it on the field.
Davey, let's go, buddy. Thank you, sir.
All right, it's time to dip into our
You've Got Mail.
Thank you, Patrick Harms, on that. That was 3 fingers that made him moan like that. T-Bass, he always has a question for us that's going to make us do some research, and he did it again today.
Here's a member link. Get a new member right here.
Yeah, let's get a new member. He says, T-Bass says this, name a Viking past or present at wide receiver and running back that you would want to take the big hit and still hold on to the football.
No fumbles. No fumbles allowed by T-Bass.
Fumbles.
This one was actually easy for me. I don't know all the Mailbag ones. I did see this one.
I did some research on this one as well.
You know what? To be fair, I didn't do research, so I could be very wrong when it comes to the numbers.
I did. I took my 2 names that came to my head immediately. I did some research on them, and I'm sticking with both of them. But Davey says Bill Brown.
Well, what position we starting with?
Let's start with running back.
All right. Yeah, this one was simple for me.
Who was it?
Robert Smith.
Oh,
he never fumbled. Never fumbled. Ever. I mean, when I don't know what the actual numbers are when you look at it. I just remember for how long he played as a guy who touched the ball, receiving the ball, taking it out of the backfield. He never fumbled, ever. So Robert Smith was just so easy for me.
Everybody's whipping out their membership lengths right now. I went Leroy Horde. He did have some fumbles in his career.
Jesus.
But I don't think he ever got the ball. He's going to take it from the 3-yard line. I feel pretty comfortable him taking a big hit there and hanging on to the football.
All right.
I went Leroy Horde. Wide receiver, I went with Chris Walsh. 11 years in the league, not a single fumble.
Dude never got the ball.
Never fumbled.
How many receptions? I would love to see how many receptions.
A lot of receptions, never fumbled. Tough as hell.
I said there's no wrong. That's the worst answer ever. He wasn't a. Hey, all right. That was probably the weirdest answer that could have possibly been.
Well, I have a number 2 that's right behind him, but
I went Jake Reed. Jake Reed, a guy who caught a ton of balls. Again, I don't think he fumbled. I bet he's in the top 5 for non-fumbles over 500 receptions for the Vikings. Like, this dude caught the ball. He caught the tough balls, and he never put that thing on the turf ever.
Yeah, I went Chris Carter. He averaged just under 1. I think right around less than 1 in his per year. So it's pretty solid. He was my second. Walsh and Chris Carter.
Probably should have been first.
A couple Chris's on my board. Davey's got a 2-parter. He says, number 1, will Kwesi make another big splash in free agency by going after a top-flight corner like Jalen Ramsey, or will he do nothing? And now that we've seen Luppagus intoxicated to the point of near unconsciousness on post-game live, will we ever get to see one bar that inebriated?
No, it's not possible. When I get drunk, I hit a certain level and just kind of stay the same. Luppagus just
keeps going.
Well, keeps going is one thing. Just like keeps
getting better.
Idiotic. I'm trying to think of the word. Just starts to shut down. His body starts to shut down.
No, you do. You just have this level that you don't ever seem to. I don't remember the last time I seen you just completely blackout drunk.
You were putting pizza sausages up my butt.
Yeah, that was probably it.
That was probably the last time.
That was slices. I wasn't like inserting sausages. It was pure slices. You know what? I got 3 easily before any resistance.
Robert Smith, 9 fumbles in 8 years. See, the dude never put it on the fucking.
That's only 8 years.
Are you kidding me? 9 fumbles from a lead back who probably had 25 touches a game.
All right, what do you think about the Kwesi? Will he make another big splash? I think the big splashes are over.
Yeah, no, I think they're over. It seems to be They get pretty set pretty early. Maybe a veteran in August, the dude that's just hanging around like a Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, they're done.
But was that a big splash? I mean, that's not a big.
Oh, he's saying big splash?
I don't think there's
All
such
right.
a thing as a big splash after March.
No, I mean Jalen Ramsey would be a big splash. I think
people pay to get wet.
Asante Samuel, if all of a sudden he checks out, that's a big splash. I just don't. Yeah, no, big splash. No, done.
Yeah, I mean, if you're calling Jalen Ramsey, I'm gonna still say that there's a potential there. So if you can call that a big splash, maybe on that one. Musty Insane 166 says, "What's the floor and ceiling for Will Fries and Donovan Jackson?"
Ooh, I didn't see that one. The floor
and the ceiling,
like this year.
He didn't specify.
All right. Well, let's start with Will Fries. What's the floor for Will Fries?
I guess like his setback from the injury and he misses 7 games.
I don't think floor means worst case.
Like that's like that's to me that is worst case. Like he.
Well, yeah, but floor is like, all right.
No, I mean that's what I think his floor is like for this year. Like he doesn't play.
He ain't missing any games.
17 games. That's my floor for him. I mean his ceiling. I think he's going to be a high level right guard, like very high level.
My floor for him is that he will. My floor is a high level right guard.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no other floor when you spend that much money on a guy. That is his floor. He better be damn good. He ain't no average guard. He isn't an improvement over N. Ingram. He is damn good. That is his floor.
Breaking news by Travis Nisberg. He had 7 cups of coffee today. 7 cups.
Shit your pants when you go to bed tonight.
If he even gets to go to sleep. He's wired right now. Wired, shaking.
That's my floor. Ceiling for Will Fries is what we expect and what the money says he should be, and that is a first-team All-Pro. Mm-hmm. The dude was showing that with the Colts before he got injured, and I fully expect it here. He's got Ryan Kelly next to him and Brian O'Neill. You should be an All-Pro.
Yep. Let's go Donovan Jackson. To me, ceiling to me would be like like a Pro Bowler year 1. Floor, I think his floor is actually pretty high. I think the worst case scenario for him, I'm actually going to go career in this one, being like I think his floor is like a Garrett Bradbury, where like maybe he's not great.
Oh my
he's an
God.
adequate starter. Like he hangs in there. Like, he's good enough.
A floor, that's a basement.
No, I mean, basement is like he doesn't start. He sucks after year 1. Like he does not playing. Like that's the floor. That's the dirt. That's the bottom. So to me, it's like, he's okay. He's fine.
My floor for him, where they took him, my floor is a above average guard in the league for years. My ceiling for him, like a ceiling that I'm very comfortable with, is he's just a year in, year out Pro Bowl. I know that's going to give T-Bass nightmares, but maybe not all pro, but he's always one of the best at his position.
Yeah, I fully expect him to be that too. Like I would be shocked if I think he's like one of the safest picks we've ever made maybe in the whole entire Kwesi regime. I think his floor is very high. Like I don't think he's going to fail.
Yeah, if he is, I got high hopes for old Donnie.
And yes, it is Viking Funeral. Yes, it is. Ellis Gregor says, "What current or former Viking would have made the best pro wrestler other than Brock Lesnar?"
Which former pro wrestler? What?
Which former Viking would have made the best pro wrestler?
Ooh.
Current or former? I went current with mine, and I can start if you need to think about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, current, my first thought was Ryan Kelly because he just looks like the meanest son of a bitch out there. But then I started thinking about like his mic skills might not be very good. Like, but people like him. He just like be like this mean guy who never talks. So I went with Harrison Phillips, the big round head, the big body. I think
big elbow pads on him.
He's kind of jolly.
Leotard.
Like, I think he could have been like the next natural disaster. Could have wrestled with Typhoon and Earthquake. Maybe call him Tsunami or something like that. He would fit in great there.
How about Punani? You could call him Punani.
Maybe he could have been Punani. So I'm going to go Harrison Phillips as my pick. Would have been a great pro wrestler.
Wow. No, that's good. I'm going to go tag team. I'm going to pull out a tag team. John Randall easily would be a fantastic wrestler. So John Randall And I'm seeing a lot of Keith Millards. That is a great answer. I'm going to not say Keith Millard because I talk about that dude way too much. My love for him. I'm going to go tag team John Randall and Chris Hovan. I think that would be a hell of a duo out there.
Hovan would talk like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, just weird combo. Would clearly be tag team champions the first week they are in the WWF. There's some good answers though. Jimmy Kleinsasser I saw is a good one.
That too.
Pretty Al Noga would have been a good one. But I'm Hovan, John Randall, done.
Griffin would have been excellent on the mic. He would just say some crazy ass shit like, "What the hell is this guy even talking about?"
Yeah, Jared Allen was LS put Jared Allen. He would have been a great one.
Great question, Ellis Gregor. That was fun. That was, I guess Harm thinks Gary Anderson would be great.
Gary Anderson and Chuck Nelson.
Oh, all right. BK wanted us to rank the NFC North coaches in order going into this season.
I saw that one. I prepared.
What do you got?
This is easy for me. Bucky Scribner. Bucky Scribner was he 18? What was Bucky Scribner? 13? Why don't you go first? Ranking the NFC North coaches worst to best and comments. I'd love to see these.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-1. I'm ranking mine from lowest to highest. Number 4, I got Brian Johnson just because we don't know what he is yet. Don't know what he's going to be. He's got to be 4. 3, I got Dan Campbell. I think he loses more games than he wins without his 2 coordinators. Very curious to see how he does as being the main
Ben
guy.
Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Why did I write Brian? I was thinking of that skater that used to be in.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Like, is he right? Am I wrong?
Ben Johnson. I got Matt LaFleur. And I know I feel like the Packers, even when they're supposed to be bad, like he's got a great overall record. I think it was like 70-30 or some shit. So I do respect Matt LaFleur and what he's able to do with that team, even when you think it's going to suck. I got KOC number 1.
You just skipped over Dan Campbell?
No, I got him 3.
Who's 2?
Matt LaFleur.
Hold on. Who's 4? Say yours.
I went Ben Johnson 4, Dan Campbell 3, LaFleur 2, and then KOC number 1.
Okay. Did T-Bass says he's pretty much online with BK's list. Don't tell me BK's list because I don't remember it. So 4, I'm putting Ben Johnson 4.
Yeah.
Just because he's never coached, whatever. That's just easy. So it's really the top 3 because we have no idea. So 3, I have LaFleur. The guy makes the stupidest decisions, and his second halves are so horrible. Jordan Love, it's a disaster, and the challenges this guy makes are laughable. I think he's a horrible coach. Dan Campbell's 2, and anyone saying like we're homers for putting KOC 1, Dan Campbell, his first year he won 3 games. Then he hires Ben Johnson. He gets the defensive coordinator, and all of a sudden they're pretty good. And not to mention, they have one of the best GMs in the league who are bringing in the best players year in and year out in the draft. Jamar Gibbs, everyone was laughing at, like, what the hell? And then they bring in these other guys. It's like Dan Campbell, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but he is set up to absolutely – I mean, the fact that he doesn't have 2 Super Bowls shows that he's not a very good coach. And he makes horrible play calls, horrible decisions. Like, any other coach should be fired for this shit. He has been set up on a silver platter to win a Super Bowl, and he can't do it. I love Dan Campbell. If he was our coach, I would love watching. He would be a blast. But he has had too much help. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is this year because 100%. Ben Johnson is gone. He didn't do jack shit until Ben Johnson was here and Jared Goff was here and Brad Holmes surrounded him with the best fucking roster in the league, and he can't win. KOC, boom, number 1. If KOC was that Lions coach, he would have 2 Super Bowls. Yep. That's it. That's all I'll say.
No, I agree. I think Matt LaFleur is a better coach than Dan Campbell just because I think Dan Campbell like literally has cost his team the NFC title game a couple years ago. Like he's made the calls that lose games. He's made calls that win games. His gambling style is why I can't put him at 2.
I want to see what he does without Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn because
and Brian Johnson.
And Brian Johnson as well. And he lost a lot more of his staff because when he didn't have him, he got 3 wins. 3 of them.
Yeah.
3. They wanted to fire him after the first year.
No, and I get it. Like, I mean, his players love him. He's redefine the culture there, but like his in-game decisions are so damn bad. They're so bad.
I think if even LaFleur was the line, like I think if you take damn near half the coaches in the league or the head coach, they would at least have one Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Agree. All right.
What was BK's list?
I think he had Dan Campbell 1, KLC 2. I think he had LaFleur 3 and Johnson 4. I think that's what he had.
Lord Duncan, for those who missed the joke, testicle. Not sure what that means.
It's funny. I laughed.
T-Bass, stop the Lions. Have a really good year this year. You'll give Campbell his props. Stop the Lions.
100% we will. If the Lions are good this year, and I will definitely give Dan Campbell his props.
Oh, is that what he's saying? Stop. Should there be a comma?
I think it should be stop, like a comma or a period.
Stop. The Lions have a really good year this year.
We will.
Well, I mean, they have one of the best rosters in the league. Their roster is insane.
And I have no idea who their OC is now or their defense coordinator. I don't know.
He's like 55. I don't think he's got a very. We'll find out. We'll find out. All I'm saying is the Lions are very good. I don't think Dan Campbell has a ton to do with it.
I think he has a lot to do with like some of like the getting over how bad they've been, like redefining.
Well, it's the same thing with Kevin O'Connell. We love Kevin O'Connell because the players love him. He's a player's coach. He played in the league. Dan Campbell is the same thing. He's got that Mike Tice type of FU mentality. It's beautiful. I love watching his press conferences.
Yep.
I like Dan Campbell.
Yep. Yeah. No, I agree. All right. Musty Insane says, if KOC doesn't win a playoff game in the next 3 years, is he gone once his contract expires?
Next 3 years, no playoff wins? Yikes. I think it's more of a, holy shit, J.J. McCarthy sucks. Which means Kevin O'Connell would be, if we don't win a playoff game in the next 3 years, I think whatever happens, I think Kevin O'Connell should absolutely be like, this ain't working, dude. Because we're too good.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, man, Bucky Scribner died? It's horrifying.
I think we're, who? I gotta Google this.
That's really sad. I love Bucky Scribner. Good punter.
Yeah. It's
R.I.P. Bucky.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you don't win in 3 years, I think you've got to move on and try something different. Yeah. So he probably is gone.
Well, look at the 3 year window. If we don't win a playoff game in 3 years, J.J. McCarthy clearly something ain't right there. Justin Jefferson ain't any younger. I mean, Addison's going to be gone by then. I mean, the whole team will be different. So, yeah, that's exactly the time to say, yeah, bye-bye.
Brad, I hope you are okay, buddy. Hope everything's going okay. And whatever's going on, you have a quick recovery. Unless you're just volunteering. Maybe you're just volunteering. I don't know.
Skol, Brad.
Skol.
Good to see you, buddy.
To Brad. We got one more, and this is from Chris O. You know it's going to be about beer when it's Chris O. If you had to put a type of beer as the overall team grade going into the season, which beer is it?
Boy. Well, we're trying to get that elusive beer sponsor so we can just sit and whap those things. So I don't want to. I'm just going to say a cold beer because I think the roster is absolutely stacked. Like anybody, like going into this season, I 100% am completely buying in that if McCarthy can play pretty good, there's no reason we shouldn't be in the mix to win a Super Bowl.
Oh shit, my thing fell.
I'm going cold beer.
I'm gonna go with my second favorite beer, which would be putting this at about an A-. I'm gonna go Sam Adams Summer Ale. Number one is my Oktoberfest. Just because we brought in 2 old defensive ends. Yes, they're upgrades, but they're old. I'm a little bit concerned about how they're gonna hold up. Ryan Kelly, same thing. Upgrade, but injury concerns. And you got Will Fries, right guard, coming off a major injury. So there is this injury dark cloud hanging over the guys we brought in. But overall, I'm super excited about this roster. I love what we did. And if everybody stays healthy, we are going to be in that Super Bowl mix.
Crispy cold beer. Brad, I hope everything is A-OK.
100%.
Got his dog with him. That's all that matters, man. That's all you need.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm putting like an A-, which is my summer ale by Sam Adams. Sam Adams, are you watching?
I like all beers. There's a couple I don't like, but I won't say. FW Hunter really wants to know the dog name. Alaskan Summer Ale, Grain Belt, Minnesota made. Well done, Norpheus. Well done.
100%. So that puts a close on our mailbag. Thank you
Stella,
once again
another
for
good beer.
everybody who sent in a question for that. We appreciate every single one. All right, now it's time to play a little Job Jeopardy. Basically, we're going to put two players on the Vikings head-to-head, and whose job is more in jeopardy this preseason.
Yeah, let's see the comments. Hot and heavy. So Jeopardy, you guys ready? Pow.
Ooh, well, I had that comment. Rondale Moore and Jalen Naylor. Whose job is more in jeopardy?
Jalen Naylor showed up absolutely jacked, by the way. Changed his number to 1. He is ready. He looks like a completely different player. He looks different. He looks like if you were in Madden, you're customizing a player, you completely just changed him.
Mm-hmm. I think Moore is winning this one in the comments by
as far as in jeopardy.
Yes.
Well, Lupagus, who's more in jeopardy?
I agree. I think it's Rondale Moore. I think the team loves Jalen Naylor. I don't know if he's be wide receiver 3 or not this year, but I think he will make this roster. And I can't say the same for Rondale Moore. Coming off an injury, guy's never quite lived up to his early second round billing. He's got to prove himself. I think Jalen Naylor doesn't have to do that. So I'm going to say Rondale Moore.
Yes, is easy. It's Moore. They love Naylor, and Moore's a new face. So that one was simple for me. Let's go to the next one. Eric Wilson and Jeff Okudah. One old face coming here, and Okudah's like, come on, please make me good. Somebody make me good, please.
Okudah apparently just has 1 tooth. What's going on there?
Nah, it's just the way his mouth is sculpted. Looks a little bit like a little bit of BH there, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's different. So this is 2 free agent signings. Which one is more in jeopardy? We got a couple of Okudahs here.
Okudah is beyond cooked.
Dookie, Narcissus calls him.
Okudah.
Wilson. We got to vote for a Wilson.
Hakuna Matata.
Mustaf's like, who is Wilson?
That's Eric Wilson, former Viking great.
He's a former Viking. Like, come on. Wamba, what do you think? What do you think on this one?
This one's actually tough. Like, I love Eric Wilson. He should not feel secure about his roster spot at all. Like, zero. I mean, he's older. He's kind of like Ivan Pace. He's not very good in coverage. Can get after the quarterback. I want him to make the team. Jeffrey Okudah has been balls wherever he's gone. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's easy to say, Flores, please make him good. Where's that untapped potential? At some point, you just got to be like, all right, this guy wasn't made for the NFL. Mm-hmm. So more in jeopardy. As far as just making the final roster, I would say I'll go with Okudah. Just because there's some sneaky dudes at the end of that depth chart at cornerback, and Okudah's really got to show something. He's got to show something before they get rid of a young guy.
I think it's Okudah as well. Like, he just never has quite lived up to that. He was the 2nd or 3rd overall pick. I can never remember what the hell he was. Guy who's just lights out in college, Ohio State. He was so damn
went to
good.
The shitty Lions when Dan Campbell's such a shitty coach. Screwed him.
And you look at the depth chart for Eric Wilson, like, what does he have to overcome? There's not much. Brian Asamoah, that's super tough. They love Kobe King. He's making this team. I don't care what anybody says.
There's one spot. There's one spot.
And I think he's going to get it.
Well, it's going to be Eric Wilson, or it's going to be one of these undrafted free agents.
Yeah. So I think Wilson, I think he's got a better chance. So more in jeopardy to me would be Jeffrey Okudah. More competition there.
Yeah, I mean, the Max Tooley's of the world, I don't think are too far off, and the Austin Keys, but Wilson should get it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
All right, next up, we got Gabe Murphy and Bo Richter, a couple undrafted free agents who've done absolutely nothing.
Yeah, this one. But again, they're not that deep on the chart, though. Like, they're pretty much, I mean, after Dallas Turner, they're next man up.
Yeah, I mean, we got Grenard, we got Van Ginkel, we got Dallas Turner, and then we got Tyler Batties, we got the Chaz Chambliss. I would assume one of these guys are going to make it and one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, I mean, as far as in jeopardy, who you got?
I'm just reading the comments here.
In jeopardy for me, it's Gabe Murphy.
I agree. Just because the injuries, the lack of playing time last year, Richter was out there, got some experience. Unless Gabe's healthy and just absolutely just has a great preseason, I think this is Bo Richter's job to lose. So I'm going to go Gabe Murphy as well.
Well, and Bo Richter is a dude that can kind of play multiple spots, special teams as well. And Murphy just seems to be a little bit behind the boot.
Behind the boot. I like that. That's different. A little bit different there. Yeah. So I think most we're saying Murphy is more in jeopardy than Bo Richter.
All right, next up, QB3, Brett Rippon, Max Brosmer. Max,
Yeah, this
looks like a magician.
He is a magician with the surgical knife or with the football.
Who's more in jeopardy?
Rippon's got a real thick neck on him.
He kind of looks like Nick from Just Another Year Chicago Bears.
He does.
Let's see. Rippon, Mad Max, Rippon, Brett. Matamida knows him on a first name basis.
He's more in jeopardy. I'm surprised Rippon seems to be on the bad side of this right now.
Old Rippon. Yeah, this one was, again, kind of easy for me.
Who would you go with?
As far as in jeopardy, it's Max Brosmer. I don't think it's really even close. The Vikings really like Brett Rippon.
They seem to, and I'm not. And this isn't a knock on Brosmer. Like I truly think like he's a guy who can develop. I just don't know if he's going to be a guy who's going to jump Brett Rippon in year one. I think he'll end up in the practice squad. May have a long, process of getting to be a backup. But I think that's where he's going to be. And I think Max Brosmer has the potential to be a high-end backup in the league. Moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to hang out on the practice squad all year. He ain't going anywhere. He'll be a dude that is there. And next year, Sam Howell, what's he got? Has he got 1 year left on his contract?
Something like that.
And Brett Rippon, I don't know what his contract is. I don't really care enough to look. But, it's not like Brosmer is going anywhere. I think the Vikings look at him as a guy, like Lupagus said, could be a potential Brosmer spell check. Did I spell it wrong?
I don't know. It looks the same to me.
Brosmer. Maybe he spelled it wrong. I don't know. Whatever. If I spelled it wrong, Max, I apologize. So, yeah, we'll see. We got one more.
What do you got?
Well, not the last, but we got Jalen Naylor still, but the 2022 draft class. I'm trying to get rid of this comment here.
Just did it.
Brian Asamoah and Ty Chandler. Who should be more in jeopardy? Maybe we all wish that none of them make it, but who should be more in jeopardy?
I'm actually shocked that there's still, a couple hanging around. Are these the final two, or is there someone else that we're forgetting?
Jalen Naylor.
No, Jalen Naylor. Yeah. So there's 3 guys left, and
Bush.
It's a push.
Juno's bowing out on this one. Both. Can he play special teams?
I know
he's out there.
Do? Chandler. I'm actually shocked that.
All right, so if we're gonna play the game right, who's in more jeopardy?
More jeopardy to me.
It's Brian Asamoah.
It's Brian Asamoah.
As far as who we don't want to make the team, to me, it's Ty Chandler. I would rather have Brian Asamoah make the team than Ty Chandler. Brian Asamoah, he's already out the door. He ain't coming here.
And this has nothing to do with Asamoah's talent. Who's Ty Chandler competing with?
Talent.
No, who's Ty Chandler competing with? There's just no one on the depth chart. Like he's running back 3. There's a couple undrafted guys he's got to beat out. To me, that's what it comes down to. Asamoah's not. I don't think he's going to jump Eric Wilson. I can't see him jumping Kobe King. I don't think they'll keep more than 4 linebackers. So for me, it's a numbers game, and for that reason, Ty Chandler makes it.
What was that good song Wilson Phillips sang?
Hold on.
Hold on for one more day. I'm thinking of Heart. What did Heart sing?
Alone?
Break free from the train. How'd Alone go?
How do I get you alone?
Fuck yeah. How do I get you alone? God damn, we should play some Heart later and drink beer.
Oh, yeah, sounds like a plan.
God, which one were the bigger girls? Was that a Wilson? Is that Wilson Phillips?
Had a real big one in there.
All right, no, I don't want to be rude here. Hart was a couple of. All right, anyways.
Well, Hart was kind of big too.
All right. Anyways, what do we got?
I think we're moving on to is it true? Is this true? We played this when Coda was on the show a couple months back. We're gonna give a statement. One bar and me are gonna go back and forth. statement, and we're going to say, is this true or not?
Get you alone. All right, is this true? Go ahead.
All right, is this true? The birth of J.J. McCarthy's first child will be a huge distraction for him early in the season.
No, false.
Really?
No, come on.
I 100%
how many?
think it will
Usually,
be.
there's some dudes that come out that have 8 kids and are some of the best players in the
That's
fucking
fine.
league. So
Here's
no,
the thing.
0%. I don't care about the timing. I don't care
No,
about
the
anything.
timing's huge. The
If
timing
this
is
was
huge.
if this was anybody else than JJ McCarthy, I'd be like, oh God, no, 0.
Here's the thing. This is why I think this actually is true. He's a guy who's like super family oriented, very like he's a religious dude. He's
Yes.
a thoughtful guy.
Yep.
Very committed, and also
a lot of falses.
September is when the baby's due. I don't know if it's early or late. You look at the schedule. You got a Monday night, a Sunday night. Your week at home. Then you're over there overseas. I don't know how he doesn't. Like, not only does he have to become a quarterback for the first time, a starting quarterback in the NFL, he's also thinking about the birth of his first child, his first one. This isn't the 8th one like you mentioned. So yes, if he plays worse the first couple of weeks of the season as he's waiting for his child to be born, I get it. I think it will affect him. I do think this is going to affect him a little bit.
I don't. It doesn't.
There's so much on his plate, and to add this on it, I think it is a little bit true.
No, I mean everything about the sleep deprived. I mean, no quarterback in the NFL, I don't think gets a healthy 8 hours of sleep. Probably not even 5. I think obviously they're the JJ McCarthy camp, the JJ McCarthy family, in-laws, future in-laws, whatever it is. They're not going to be like, hey, JJ, it's your turn to get up, get out there, come on. They're going to know what to do for the first couple of months, even though he's a first-time dad and he's going to want to do it all. They're not stupid.
I'm talking about the actual worth of it. I don't care. I mean, after the kid's born, to be there, to think about it, and also try to prepare for the Falcons defense. I think that's a lot to ask, and I think it will be a distraction for him.
I think there's a lot of family surrounding the McCarthy family. I think moms, dads, they're going to have this covered, and he's going to get to enjoy beautiful baby McCarthy. And it's gonna zero.
I think we're looking at this differently. I'm not talking about after. I'm talking about the week leading up to it. It's a week 1. Is she going to be due? When it's actually born. That's the part that I'm concerned about. That week of the birth. That's what stresses me out about this.
No, I got 0 stress with it. Zip.
All right, what do you got?
Jordan Mason will lead the team in rushing yards.
I actually have the same one as my number 3, and I think it is true. Aaron Jones always gets hurt. I mean, 1 game, 2 games, maybe 3. I think Jordan Mason will be the Vikings' leading rusher in 2025.
Yeah, I think they're going to go with the hot hand a lot of the times, and I think a lot of the times we're going to be up, and we're just going to want to pound the shit out of the ball, and that's where Jordan Mason comes in. And like you said, Aaron Jones is going to be probably miss a game or 2. So I think they go with Aaron Jones early a lot of the time, and they finish it off with Jordan Mason. Boom. Yep. I think it's going to be very close. I could see a couple of 750-yard stats for both these guys.
A couple 700. No, I agree. I think Jordan Mason's he's gonna be over 1,000. Aaron Jones will be nipping at its heels. All right. The 2025 Minnesota Vikings will have a worse record than the 2024 Minnesota Vikings.
True. I buy that 100%. Got a tough-ass schedule. And I think we'll be a better team, but I think our record will be worse.
Yeah, I agree. And that stretch after the bye is absolutely brutal. We can be at 12-5 and still be a better team than we were last year.
Day I was born, they called my old man at work. He went to the hospital, saw my mom, went back to work.
Okay, I know, but it's not just that. It's the whole preparation.
I believe the day I was born, my mother was absolutely wasted.
Jesus, that explains a lot.
Probably. Next up, I got Andrew Van Ginkel will win more Stud of the Week trophies than anyone else this year.
I'm gonna say that's not true because everybody just seems to love to vote for. If there's an offensive option, Justin Jefferson, he's gonna get the votes. JJ McCarthy will probably get quite a few this year as well.
Heart sucked. FW under. If I was your father, I'd say you go to your room.
Yeah, go to your room.
I can't tell you another song they sing.
Barracuda.
How's that go?
Didn't Blondie sing Barracuda? Barracuda.
What the hell's that?
They sang, I'll tell you, they sing Alone. They sing Crazy on You, Stairway to Heaven. What about Love, Barracuda?
What about
All I want to do is make love to you. All I want to do is make.
That sounds like a
love
lot
to
of covers.
you. No.
You sing Stairway to Heaven.
That was.
You're looking at the wrong. All right. Andrew Van Ginkel, you're right. I don't think he will either. I think JJ McCarthy is everyone's gonna want to vote for him. Oh, he had 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, but those were 2 good touchdowns. Start of the week. Boom.
Yeah, it's just so weird. Like, yeah, he could have the touchdown and Justin Jefferson go for 9 catches, 140 and a touchdown. He'll get all the votes. That's what happens.
Magic man. All right. What else you got?
No, I'm out. I had 3 and I'm all out.
All right, I got one more. Not keeping John Parker Romo will haunt us in 2025. Will Riker's gonna have the yip still. He's all fucked up. We're screwed. We're screwed. We're done.
That's false. I'm not on the yip train for Will Riker. I know he had the injury and he wasn't the same kicker, but I think he'll get that shit all figured out this preseason and he'll be just fine.
Until he proves it. I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to be just fine. He's definitely has the yips. And maybe that was just 100% injury related. We will find out. The fact that they could have brought him back and they never did is a little weird. They should have.
Yeah, I kind of thought they would have just for insurance. I mean, you had all that money. Like, what was he going to cost? Not much.
I didn't even want to put this one out there because we know how Vikings and kickers go, but it's valid.
And he's still like the Patriots' backup right now.
They drafted a kicker this year, so they got a little battle there.
Maybe he'll get released and he'll come back.
Hey, I want Will Riker to kick his dick off. He's going to be awesome, but we'll see.
No, I agree. I agree as well. I think he'll be awesome. William says Jay Ward will have 3 interceptions. Is this true? No.
True. What are you playing a 36-game season in Madden or what? Because I don't know how the hell that would be true.
I still don't think he would. All right. So we got one.
I think I'd say no.
We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names on the wheel so far, and trivia's on the docket next.
All right, let me get the wheel loaded up here. Give me a minute.
So we got still want to get on the wheel. I never fall asleep on the toilet. Never have fall asleep on the toilet before. Our friend Buddy once fell asleep hugging a tree, taking a dump in the woods.
He has done that many times.
Yeah, why wouldn't give away a kicker's jersey? Do it again, 100%.
Oh yeah. All right.
Montemita is a late entry.
He always is.
Yeah, he is. That's how he was conceived too.
What?
Being a late entry.
Doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. Think about it. Did you finish? Did you watch the season finale of Last of Us?
I did. That will be the last show I ever watch of Last of Us, just to be clear.
Oh,
I don't even want to talk about it.
I'll definitely be tuning in. Are you ready?
Yeah, I got Montemita, Ellis Gregor, Davey, Purple Sam Squatch, Harmsy, Skull Mafia, Chris Bowman, and Chris O. Thank you for the super chats. Garbage show. Tell me about it. Oh, I thought you were talking about our show.
He's talking about Last of Us too.
Yeah, I know it is. T-Bass has slept in a few bathtubs in the past. I bet it wasn't even anybody new or his house. People just woke up and he was in the bathtub.
It's probably like a Home Depot, one of those bathtubs.
And he was face down in the bathtub.
Yeah, just ass up. I don't think I want this bathtub.
Soap on a rope around his neck. All right, trivia time. I'm not going to like this.
Category is May, June Vikings. May, June. Things that have gone down during the months of May and June.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to do good on this. You're right.
All right. Are you ready? On June 4th, 2021, the Vikings signed which veteran? Oh, no. I got to read this.
Oh, boy.
On June 4th, 2021, the Vikings signed veteran cornerback Bashad Breeland to their roster. With what team did he start his NFL career?
Oh, shit. Bashad Breeland. Oh, this is tough.
Tim Voss woke up in the hallway of a hotel he wasn't even staying at.
Oh man, I got a hunch. I know which one this
I'm gonna
is.
put like 3 as a win on this one.
I'm gonna go multiple choice. I think I know this one.
Is it A, the Green Bay Packers, B, the Kansas City Chiefs, C, Washington Commanders, or D, Arizona Cardinals?
Ooh. Cardinals throws me for a loop, but I'm gonna go in Washington. Final answer.
It was Washington. Bashad Breeland was a Washington Redskin at the time. Now Commanders. So you got 1 point. You got 1 point.
I had Baltimore in my head for some reason, but right when you said Washington, I knew it was Washington.
I'm not sure what this means, but Davey woke up on the back of a deuce and a half.
I know exactly what that means, and that's not good. Davey, it's all right, man. We all make mistakes. Maybe it wasn't a mistake.
All right, you got 1 point. You need a couple more to call us a win. The Vikings, question 2. The Vikings signed this kicker in May of 2022, but released him just over a month later. May of 2022.
Jack Podlesnik, is it? I used to love that guy. Seems like too long ago. I'll go multiple choice.
A, Greg Joseph. B, Jack Podlesny. C, Gabe Burkick. D, Kai Forbath.
It's Gabe Burkick.
Viking Funeral woke up in a car with a McChicken all over his lap.
It's Gabe Burkick. Final answer.
That's correct. It is Gabe Burkick.
Jack Podlesnik stuck around for quite a while. Never got to kick a damn ball in the game.
I think we saw him hit one. Burkick was gone. Yeah, it was Burkick. You got 2 points. You got four questions left. You're sitting really well here. Maybe I should bump this line to 4. I think I'm going to. This Vikings former 3rd-round pick shockingly announced his retirement on May 30th, 2012 at the age of 24 years old.
Asher Allen, final answer, 2 points.
Wow, you got 2 points there on that one. You're up to 4. 4 points.
Sounds like I might have won.
Allen.
I'm killing this. You said I'd hate this category.
I thought it was
Asher
harder.
Allen out of Georgia.
Yeah, it was. OKC fan woke up in the neighbor's driveway once. Probably in a car.
Probably in somebody, not a car.
Well, FW Ender woke up next to Courtney Love.
Gross.
All right, question number 4. The Vikings signed this big defender in June of 2022, and they signed him again in 2023 and again in 2024. It was in March the second 2 times.
Big defender?
Mm-hmm.
I'll know it. Multiple choice.
I'm starting to believe him.
It's right on the tip of my dinger here. I know.
A, Jonathan Bullard. B, Jalen Redmond. C, Armon Watts. D, James Lynch.
God, was Bullard signed 3 times? Let's see, twice. James. I'll go Bullard. Final answer.
Bullard is correct. Yeah.
Damn it. Let's go.
5 points. 2 questions left. This one's sad. Okay, we got
sad.
Here. Angel Dust Senior woke up in a bathtub blowing bubble.
Bubbles is gonna be a dog or something.
All right, here we go. This Vikings head coach died May 12th, 2021 at the age of 94 years.
It's gotta be Bud Grant. Was it 4 years ago? Jerry Burns and Bud Grant were both super old. I think you're trying to throw me for a loop here. Like Bud Grant's an easy answer.
I can only imagine where he woke up. Hope it wasn't.
I'm gonna go Jerry Burns.
Jerry Burns is correct. You got like 7 points right now. I can't even.
R.I.P. Jerry. Viking Funeral can only imagine. Probably
it wasn't
jail
like
time.
Playground. Yeah. Only imagine. All right, this is a bonus question, but
bonus. I'm at like 7.
You don't need it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You told me I had to get 3.
Yeah, and you got 7. So well done for you.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Call your mom and tell her about it.
She won't answer.
Right. This has nothing to do with the Vikings. I always try to make the last question personal if I can. This song released on June 6, 1998, and we made a specific trip to Best Buy in Duluth just so you could buy it, and we listened to it for on the whole way home. I didn't want to, but you put on repeat.
Well, it's got to. It's not Rain, so it's got to be. What? I can't think of the fucking name. It's off the Bowler soundtrack. I love this song.
That was gonna be my clue.
Well, I mean, I love the song. It's Ghetto Superstar. Ghetto Superstar. Ghetto Superstar.
It was Ghetto
That is
Superstar.
what you
Oh,
are. Coming
home.
from afar. You came with me, and I
Bye.
appreciate that. Thank you. Ghetto Superstar. Maya. Oh, so good. So good. Listen
On
to it.
repeat with a 45-minute drive home.
It was on repeat for like 3 months. It never left. That is what you are. Yeah, 8 point. That might be my best showing yet. You said
I think you had 9. You had 2, 4, 5.
It was 9. It was 9.
7, 8. It was 9. 9 points. That is your best showing of all time.
From afar, reaching for the stars, run away with me to another place. All right, here we go. Winner, chicken dinner. Here are. Appreciate all these super chats as always, and everybody. I mean, we had actually a pretty good crowd tonight for
Yeah, it was nice
being dead. I think we topped out at like damn near 150 with Twitter and YouTube, so we appreciate everybody coming on. But winner, email us onebarlupagus@gmail.com. Here we go.
It wasn't a cassette. He actually bought the soundtrack CD.
Yeah, everything else just sucked ass. I think Mana Mina is going to take her once again.
There's nothing else for him to win.
Manamina, well done, sir. We'll be back live in 2 weeks, but we're gonna try to make it a staple to be here daily, even as painful as it might be for news.
Is it me or is Manamita the guy who just bids lower on The Price is Right?
Well, you know what?
Just the $1 bid.
Hey, it's a smart move. It works out a lot, and Manamita has definitely done well. And I think if anybody is rooting for anybody in the comments, it's always Manamita.
Hell yeah. Fan favorite of the show, guys. Thank you for everybody who hopped on, who watched, who gave a super chat, who made a comment. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Remember this. In 1994, LA police arrested a man for dressing up as a Grim Reaper and standing outside the windows of old people's homes.
That's what Viking Funeral was doing. That's what he didn't want to say.
It was him. It was him.
Damn it, Funeral, you pervert. God, where do you get the costume?
Twisted. By probably Pomida.
Pomitas don't exist anymore. I don't know why this isn't ending, but I'm just going to keep talking. It's still here.
Dollar General.
I hit end screen. End stream.
Won't end.
You want to talk about your favorite Viking?
It's never going to end. It's never going to end.
It's not ending.